Hey everybody, just wanted to share a quick video about having a summer chalk event. So, why chalk? Chalk is nostalgic, it reminds me of our own childhood. It's portable, it's easy, it can draw a lot of people in, and it goes really well with our drawing books. So, the first thing you want to think about is where you're going to have this event. And it could be a driveway, the sidewalk in front of your house, concrete playground. I really recommend finding a playground or park that's on the smaller side, maybe tucked away in a neighborhood, versus the big, huge one that everybody goes to, because you want the people who are there to be there for your event. It's fine if a couple people come in, but I think it works better if you have a captive audience instead of having people kind of all over the place. Um, and then there's kind of two ways to do this. You can throw your own chalk event. It's a great way to get leads, to get the name out, to advertise what you're doing to a broader audience, get your customers back in touch with you, or you can suggest it to a hostess that they have their own party. So when you're doing your own, I like to just invite as many people as possible. I invite all my local customers. I put it on any moms groups that I'm on. I list it on Nextdoor if you have a website like that that has your neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods, on Facebook pages, kind of all over the place. You can go around the neighborhood, around the park, and chalk it up and write that the event's happening and with arrows and let people know. So, what is it? What are you going to bring? You are going to bring chalk, obviously, and then you can just bring drawing books if you're throwing this together quickly, and you have our step-by-step drawing books. You can just have these around. If you have a little bit of time to get prepared, I recommend just photocopying a couple pages and laminating them. I put them on these key rings in case it's windy, they don't fly away. I did these last year. I have used them over and over again, and they're still in fine shape. So it's a little bit of an investment, but then you're good to go for a long time. If there isn't shade, you might want to think about bringing a tent to set up, some blankets, maybe some snacks. You don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this. I partner with a wild tree representative, and she brings the snacks, so she gets leads and covers the food part, so I don't need to worry about that, and that works really well. Let's see what else. When to hold it, I've found that weekdays in the morning work the best. That's when a lot of moms are home. I think you could try an evening one. Mine wasn't as successful as my daytime and weekends as well. It just kind of depends what your audience is and what you think works best. You can even try to do them at different times. So when people say they can't come to the first one, you could recommend it to the next one. You can look at all the surrounding cities and maybe try to do one in each different area. And, there's lots that you could do with it. You could bring bubbles. You could see if you know somebody who does face painting, all kinds of different activities. You can keep it simple, just have the drawings out. You can make hopscotch. There's a couple games online that you can find. One was kind of like an obstacle course. You told the kids to twirl and then take 5 jumps. There's great drawings that you can do where the kids will pose them holding balloons or being squirted out of the spout of a whale. All kinds of fun activities that you can do with it. You can just go to Pinterest and put chalk and find some fun things. So mainly I do these events for leads. So I will do a drawing and I will have people fill out a drawing form. I'll talk to them about hosting and have information on hosting, some sample books set up. On my lead slip, a new thing that I've been doing, instead of just asking if they're interested in having a party, I list a bunch of different kinds of parties. And this gives me an opportunity to talk about all the different ways, Facebook, chalk, mom's night out, the different ways that we can do the books together, and it also gets their brain thinking, okay, it's not just a home party where she's going to talk to me, that there's fun in different ways as well. And then always mention the opportunity and let them know that. I do usually bring some books, the drawing books for sure, and then a little sampling of other things. I keep them in the trunk of my car just because most parks don't want you selling. And a couple people ask if I have books to purchase there. But again, I'm mostly there for the leads. And if you're worried about that piece, you don't need to do it at all. You can always take orders. That is fine to do in public, and get those books to them at a later date. So I think that kind of wraps it up. That gives you some ideas how to have your own chalk party. And um, I have some graphics for it. Mostly I make my own, but I will try to share those somewhere you can reach them as well. Thanks.